Actually, let's go out a little further too, because if we're gonna do this crab method, I want you to experience it more than 5 seconds worth. So your power set at what? 17? Let's make it 18, because you're gonna need all of 18 for this wind. You might even need 20. Keep going out just a little bit further. I like this. We're still at 1,000 feet, so let's begin our descent now. Begin your descent at 300, 250 to 300 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and turn left. How many traffic? Skyhawk 62862, left base 3. Watch your ball. So now you got a wind pushing you from your side, which probably feels a little weird because it's a big wind. Let's go ahead and put the second notch of flaps in, and then you'll be all ready for this descent. And keep the nose down because we want to intersect the glide path, and we want to see a red. So I'm just going to hold it here because I know we're a tad high. We're descending at 500 feet instead of 300. I'm hoping that when we turn final, you'll have a red and white light. I'm going to trim this nose down just a hair because it feels a little high. There we go. Don't let that thing come up yet. Let's start a turn to final. And you're going to have wind pushing you, so it's going to feel a little funny. And let's intercept it. Let's not turn too soon. I think I see a red light, do you? Or is it 2 whites?
2 whites.
All right, we're going to find the red light. Let's find it really quickly. There it is. Okay, so that wasn't bad.
Okay.
Turning left base, runway 06.
Now we're too low.
Well, let's put the nose down and use the power like we talked about. So I'm just going to push it. There it is right there. So now let go of the rudders and let's see where the wind is. So you can see the wind sock. The plane is weather vaning into the wind a little bit to the right. So we don't have enough of a crosswind component really right now but it is weather vaned a little bit that way. So we're letting it weather vane into the wind and we're just using a little bit of aileron. We're going to land a little bit long. Now the wind's moving us back to more of a center position here. We don't have enough of a crosswind to really do that, right? So look, we're getting this thing down to the runway environment. We're just trying to hold it. We'll take the power all the way out. And now we're just going to try and hold it right off the runway here. Still floating a little. That's pretty smooth, right? That's just all like really fine adjustments. Let's do one more of these here. Your plane, you can do the rotation. Got lots of room here. So there really wasn't enough crosswind component to demonstrate the crab there, Leo. It was only about 10 degrees, so we'll try that again when we have maybe when you go back to the Flying W, we'll have enough to try it. Just do one more really normal pattern here with 2 notches of flaps. And I think one thing people do is they tend to like overcorrect for every little gust of wind. Just try to point that thing at a 2nd or 3rd stripe on the runway and just hold it there. Really little corrections. Someday you're going to think this is really fun. That's all I can tell you right now.
Oh, it is fun.
Let's go ahead and turn downwind right now because the wind is pushing you really hard in this direction. And if we go out too far, it's just going to... There you go. Feel that in tailwind right now?
Oh, yeah.
That's like almost 20 knots. Let's get a little closer to the run. That's actually not too bad, right? We were at about another half mile last time, or a 1/3 of a mile. This looks pretty good. We're a little bit low, so you can either add some power and climb back up, or you can start your descent a little late, or you could turn sooner. There's 3 ways we can get to the runway.
I'm going to beam the end of the runway now, so I'm going to start descending.
Yep. Only problem is you don't have any flaps in, and if you start descending, you're going to go faster and faster. So, gotta get the flaps in. There you go. That's white arc. Yeah, the minute you start your descent, you're never going to go back in the white arc. It's just a fact of life.
Test County traffic, 486 here, departing runway 11 to the north.
Ocean County traffic, red, white, Grumman, Tiger is 5 miles,
to the north, entering the left downwind for 6, Ocean County traffic.
Ocean County traffic, Cessna 903 Keel Hill, turning left downwind, runway 06, Ocean County.
Tampa County traffic, light Skyhawk 73 Mike is 8 miles to the north, we'll enter our left downwind, runway 1, Tampa County.
Looks pretty good. Your speed right now is 70 knots, so your ground speed is 65 right now. I think when you turn left, our ground speed is going to go to 50 pretty quickly. When you turn early like this, now you're intercepting the runway center line on a pretty severe angle, and your actual final approach is going to get really short. This is fine though, you got it now. We just had one leg between the base and the final.
Ocean County traffic.
So you got 2 notches of flaps.
Yep.
We're just a little bit high.
Turning left base, runway 06, not the option. Ocean County.
Tampa County traffic, 73 Mike is 5 miles north, entering left downwind, runway 01 for Tampa County.
Ocean County traffic, red and white Bonanza is 4 miles straight out, runway 6, practice ILS approach, going to do being a low approach, Ocean County.
I'm going to jump on here with you just so we don't land on any lights. Let's just get back over the center line here, and let's go ahead and kill the power, and we're just going to let this thing settle down about a foot off the runway here until we bleed off this airspeed. And it takes a little bit of, I think we can still get out of here, no problem. Ready? We're already going 40 knots. There's 50, there's 60, we're out of here. Okay, I'm going to give you the plane. Ready? Your plane. Alright, so
Downwind for 6.
probably should plan on heading back up towards Flying W. We can do another one up there if you want. We have to do another one up there if we want.
Tampa County traffic.
Bumpy out here, man.
Yeah? Left downwind, runway 0.
It's fun.
Ocean County traffic, red, white Grumman tag will extend the downwind, Ocean County traffic.
I noticed when you were turning, like, there were little gust of winds and you were, like, letting the bank out and putting it back in, letting it out. That wind is just going to keep buffeting you like that. I think one of the best things you can do, let me just grab the plane real quick and I want to see if I can demonstrate this. Don't even react to it. Just take the bumps. We're not going to land. I just want to show you in the pattern. Can you see the airport from here out your window? There it is. I'm just going to pretend we're going on a left downwind to base here. There's nobody in the pattern here, so we're just going to go up to 1,000 feet. We're just going to simulate that turn to base. And instead of reacting to every little puff of wind and letting the bank in and out, just hold it. And I think you'll see that it's just going to be a very, we can do this at 900. I don't want to keep climbing here. I'm just going to pretend that we were doing what you were doing here. We'll get back to 1800. We're going to slow the plane down. We'll put the carb heat on. We're in the white arc. There's 1 notch of flaps. I'll even put the 2nd notch in. And
Gusty traffic, Archery 2720, turning left.
Turn this radio down. So we're coming down here, and as you were turning,
Base, runway 1, Tampa County.
as we were turning, you were getting hit by wind, and you're like letting it out and letting it back in and letting it out, and you're killing yourself. So instead of, just accept that buffeting, and just hold the bank in, use your rudder. And there's like a little one, that little bump we just felt there. You were letting the bank in and out, and you're killing yourself. This wind, it's maybe 5 knots. This plane weighs, almost 3,000 pounds. So it's going to get bounced around a little bit, but and there's a lot of noise on this radio. just hold it in and accept it. I can't believe we're bringing this all the way around. I haven't even felt one of those wind buffets that you were experiencing, but instead of reacting to everyone, just hold it in there because it's not really going to impact you much. I'm going to give you the plane back and we're going to do a go-around. Ready? You have the plane. We have 2 notches of flaps and the carb heat's on. Let's say we had a botched landing. Go around. That's a go-around command. Full power, full power.
Full power.
Carb heat off, full power. And let's get a positive rate of climb and take 1 notch of flaps out. So you do have a positive rate of climb and a safe airspeed. You can get the 2nd notch out. We're fine. And if there was somebody on the runway that caused you to go around, I'd want you to fly over here on the right so you could see down, so that if they took off, they're parallel and you can break out if you need to. If you were doing it for any other reason, you can fly runway heading.
Left base, runway 06, landing traffic in sight.
Okay, flying W heading is, see, now we're getting all the bumps again.
County traffic, got a Sirius going to be turning a left crosswind for 116 County.
Flying W is a heading of 005, but our track right now is 012, so that's actually not too bad. So if you turn to 005, you're going to be heading home.
Kilo, turning final runway 06, Ocean County.
The other thing you should be aware of is you get in bigger and heavier planes if you fly, you know, something that's a 6-seat plane or a twin-engine plane, even something as light as